Emmanuel, let's pick up on that last point first. I'm not hearing any denials out of Copenhagen.
Exactly. There was one reaction from the defense minister in Copenhagen who had stated that if the revelations were to be confirmed, well, actually it was absolutely not acceptable that allies spy on each other. But that was a general statement and not an official line from the Danish government. And also in Berlin, well, the reaction has been pretty shy so far. We heard in the report the government spokesperson saying that they were aware of that investigation on those allegations. In fact, as you said, the spying allegations, there's nothing new there. We knew that as early as 2013. What's new, though, is the extent of the cooperation between the Danish intelligence services and the NSA. And apparently, the Danish the Danish government knew about this cooperation between its intelligence services and the NSA as early as 2015, but failed to inform its European allies that they were being spied on.
So the insinuation that there was an internal investigation, that perhaps agencies had acted on their own initiative. But in any case, Emmanuel, if I go over the timeline here, there's a problem. Because remember when the NSA revelations of Edward Snowden, that Angela Merkel told Barack Obama at the time, spying among friends is unacceptable. That was in 2013. That's before the period we're talking about, 2012 to 2014, was over.
Exactly. And if the Danish government did indeed know about the extent of the cooperation of its intelligence services with the NSA as early as 2015, well, that's more than 5 years ago. And that's more than 5 years during which the Danish government knew that its intelligence services were spying on top-ranked politicians in the EU, and they kept that information to themselves. And we're not talking about light events. We're talking about the Danish intelligence services enabling the NSA by giving them access to submarine cables that they wiretapped so as to listen to politicians in Europe. So this is a very serious matter, and we can expect to hear more about it within the coming hours and days here from the government in Berlin, from other governments which have been affected throughout Europe.
And Emmanuel, just there's a point that needs to be stressed here. For Germans, this is a big deal. I mean, you have a nation that's reconstituted after the Cold War, and those living in the East remember what spying and eavesdropping means.
They do. I mean, this is we're talking about spying in people's phones and important people's phones as well. I mean, no less than the Chancellor has been spied on, as well as the German President, Frank-Walter Steinmeier. We're also talking about the tapping on the phone of former Finance Minister Ben Steinbrück here. So this is a very serious matter. I think Germans have data privacy at heart just like everybody else, but of course, as you mentioned, there's a history to it in that country in particular.
Emmanuel Chaz reporting live.